Hi, everyone. I'm Eric Bowling. Welcome to Cashin In. Our Cashin In crew this week: Wayne Rogers, Jonathan Honig, Michelle Fields, and Juan Williams. Welcome, everybody. The latest on the terrorists marching through Iraq at will, taking town after town in a few moments. But first, a crisis of epic proportions on the southern border, a wave of illegal immigrants, many of them children, crossing into the U.S., the potential cost just to deal with them without fixing the problem, more than $2 billion. So who's to blame for all this border chaos? Here's what Senator Ted Cruz told Megyn Kelly.
This is a humanitarian crisis, and it is the direct result of President Obama's lawlessness and unwillingness to enforce the law.
So, Michelle, is Senator Cruz right?
Yeah, he is. I mean, if you look at the newspapers in Honduras and El Salvador, they're telling people that if your child goes unaccompanied across the border, they will basically get amnesty, that President Obama will not deport them, and neither will his administration. But the question is, why are we opening our home and our wallet at a time when we don't even have money to take care of ourselves? I understand that the president wants to help illegals. He wants to help these dreamers. But what about the dreams of the young American citizens in this country who are suffering and who are living in poverty? Why not spend those $2 billion on border security, on creating a fence that actually secures our country, rather than spending $2 billion on something that is a consequence of not having a secure border? So
what do you say, Wayne? Do you agree with Senator Ted Cruz that the real problem is President Obama's policy?
Of course it is, Eric. I mean, listen, the man has violated the law constantly. He's violated the Constitution. Listen, he's given amnesty for illegals who entered the U.S. before the age of 16. He's giving amnesty to illegals who have relatives in the U.S. He's giving amnesty to illegals who are parents of guardians of people. He's giving amnesty to the key word, illegals. It's already illegal. You can't violate the Constitution if you're doing something legally. He's doing it illegally. He ought to be impeached, and so should Eric Holder. But the Congress has no guts for it. The Republicans are pusillanimous peewees. They don't do anything about it, and they should stand up and be counted instead of running for the exit every time they bring this up.
Now, Juan, before you jump in here, I want you to listen to a border agent who has quite a bit of experience on the border, telling us exactly what the problem is. Listen.
The word is spreading rapidly that it's unchecked, and that it's pretty much a free pass the way the system is set up at this time.
So Juan, they're literally in Guatemala, in Honduras. They're telling the people, send your kids to America. You won't get sent back. Bad idea or good idea?
That's been the idea. You talk about Cuban refugees. These children are refugees from war and from political instability and threats to their lives. So if you're the father, Eric, of that kind of child on this Father's Day weekend, you would be looking out for your child, too. And America's policy as this land of immigrants has always been, we will welcome,
but you're putting these kids at risk.
Statue of Liberty.
Not illegal.
Let me finish.
Not illegal.
Let me finish. This is nothing illegal. They're refugees. Our policy has always been this, but I notice you guys talking about what'd you say, pusillanimous peewees of the Republicans? The failure of immigration is that the Republicans won't do anything about immigration policy. George W. Bush tried to pass the policy.
Let's stay on this.
Ronald Reagan passed the policy,
hold on,
and it got ignored.
Okay, Juan, hold on. Let me bring Jonathan here. Jonathan, your thoughts on what's going on the southern border?
I don't think we should disparage people who are yearning to breathe free, Eric. I mean, we shouldn't disparage these American dreamers, these immigrants. And to Juan's point, this is a country of immigrants. Alexander Hamilton, Andrew Carnegie, Ayn Rand. We should be delighted that people want to come here and work. And in a free society,
legal, Jonathan, legal.
You know, well, Wayne, let me just say, you know, the right talks about legal immigration the same way that the left talks about regulated businesses. The left says, we love business, we just want it regulated. The right says, we love education, we love immigration, we just want it legal. That means controlled by government.
The problem,
and that's not indicative
Jonathan,
of a free society.
Jonathan, that's the law.
Jonathan, you're not in favor of
that.
Change the law.
Guys,
then change the law.
Go ahead, Wayne, and then Michelle. Go ahead.
I said if you don't like the law, change the law. But as long as the law is there, they're illegal and they shouldn't be entered.
Go ahead, Michelle.
Look, Jonathan, you're not in favor of tons of government spending, but this is leading to tons of government spending because now these people are coming here, and who has to take care of them? The government has to take care of them. And President Obama will not, he does not want, why what?
Why does the government have to take care of them? Well, I mean, they didn't steal the $2 billion from us.
It's President Obama. Yeah. Wait. It's President Obama who is encouraging people to send their children on this very dangerous trip across the border. You don't think that that's a problem?
Can I respond?
That's not
Can I respond?
true.
I mean, it's not. They didn't come steal the $2 billion. It was given to them by government. That's where our beef should be. I mean, you don't want to deport the GM. You don't want to deport the banks that got the government
May I
cheese.
jump in here, Jonathan? And listen, I don't want to pick on Jonathan. Wayne, let me go to Juan. Juan, so we're supposed, the taxpayers who are watching right now are supposed to pick up the tab for all the health care, for all the transportation, for all the food stamps, for all the other things that we provide them. We're supposed to pick up the tab, and they're not even just, if they just go through the legal channels.
But, Eric, you're missing my point. These people are refugees. They're not like illegal immigrants, like someone crossing the border because they're trying to get a job or do something illegal or get on food stamps. These are children who are refugees from war. This is what we do with Cubans. This is what we've done over the history of our wonderful country.
All right, let me roll this out.
They're
Hang
coming
on,
here
guys.
because the president
on that
will
basis, on that basis, you should let in the entire Middle East, for Christ's sake.
All right.
Well,
listen,
they're not
let me just
coming.
roll this very quickly. I'll let Wayne respond to this. Take a listen to Jay Johnson, Homeland Security Secretary. Listen.
HHS acts in the best interest of the child, which very often means reuniting that child with a parent.
How many children?
That's what the law requires.
Wayne, very quickly, that's what the law requires.
Yeah, send the parent to where the child is. If the child is illegal, the parent's not illegal. Let the parent go to where the child is. Nobody says it's stopping them from doing that either.
All right, we're gonna leave it right there.